I can't see
Yeah.
you unless you scoot your chair that way. Well, if you can't see, which what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
pointing to your
So I have
that
like
hand.
it's so I have my laptop set up all over here, and then I moved all of my fucking audio, video equipment and shit over here because it's just easier to look at. But whatever. I guess we'll live with it for now. But yeah, I mean, kind of first episode in God, there are a couple of fucking songs that I missed during the week. And then we have the Mark Zuck and Lex Friedman fight, which I was watching a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit before you hopped on.
I actually watched that earlier during this week.
What were your thoughts? Like, I mean, I'm not like a jujitsu guy, right? I think it's a little bit overhyped in the modern setup, I guess. Everybody likes to roll around on the ground, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know shit about it.
I severely, I don't like to start this off like this, but I disagree entirely.
Let's
Dude, I
go.
feel like jiu-jitsu is underappreciated in today's like sport. You get a lot of guys watching like UFC now that are more of kickboxing fans, and as soon as something goes to the ground, they're like, "Oh, this sucks." But
It
when you know what's happening and you're actually analyzing what's happening, jiu-jitsu is a fucking art, bro. But what I'm seeing, like when I watched this the first time, what I saw a lot of, and you see it in every kind of gym, is like the guy's letting Zuck work. You
yeah.
don't know how actually good he is. 'Cause the other guy's a black belt.
Yeah,
He's just letting
Lex.
Zuckerberg advance in positions. He's letting him learn, and that's
So
that's all I see really.
actually, I had a question because I was like watching this on my own, and again, I don't know enough about jujitsu to really tell the difference between like, hey, this is a skilled move, this guy's being a real teacher, and this guy's just moving slow. So Lex Friedman, the only thing I know Lex Friedman from is he has a podcast that I've popped into a couple times. Talks about like AI and philosophy and shit like that. But when I was watching this a little bit earlier or yesterday, I noticed it was kind of like sluggish. And my thought was like, is like how big is the skill gap between these two? Hold on, let me move straight into the fight.
If
You can
if
see the
you're
screen,
asking
right?
me, if you're asking me right, yeah, I can see the screen. If you're asking me right now, just before you press play, I believe Zuckerberg is a white belt, which is the first belt you get.
Yeah. I
But
didn't know this until I watched it, but apparently he's in his first year of jujitsu in this video.
okay,
So this is, hang on. We're gonna go ahead and just move to the good
that
shit.
that takedown was nice.
All right, all right. I love the
See, right here, they're
caption.
just trying to find his. So what Lex is doing right now is it's kind of a tactic to pull guard, which is where he would have Zuck actually. He's trying to get Zuck to lay down on top of him and start working for submissions. And Zuckerberg's like, "How do I not fall for the trap?"
So
Because
it's they're dancing
he
kind
knows
of like
if
I noticed that there's a lot of hesitation.
yeah, because if the so Friedman is a black belt
Hmm.
and he's working with a white belt, and what they do when they do that is they they feed them bait basically, like to see if they'll make common mistakes that first year people make. And I believe he's trying to make Zuckerberg go into his guard, and he's trying to pull guard by just laying down and being like, "Try it,"
Yeah, come
and
come get
he's
me.
kind of fucking with him almost.
That's kind of the impression I got because it did seem like Lex was just kind of holding in that down position. And I
And
can tell Mark like he's kind of like hesitating, like he has his fucking legs gripped around like he's ready to give him a good old dicking down, and he's just
if
not going for the kill. Yeah.
you rewind it about 5 seconds, you'll see Friedman lays down.
All
Your
right.
goal in jujitsu would be for Zuckerberg to take him down, but the way he laid down, he's like giving him free guard. See, he's like, "Go ahead, lay down,"
Yeah. You
and
could
you can
tell
see
like he doesn't
Zuckerberg
even
not
look
doing it.
panicked. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
not worried. He's being real slow with them so that Zuckerberg can try new stuff. This looks like very early footage. He's half-ass trying and just avoided getting put in the
Yeah,
rear
he
naked choke.
Lex is just kind of like rolling. That's all he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
See right here, he was giving him a chance to sprawl. Good work. Zuck didn't though. handed him that single leg.
He's like, all right, go ahead, grab it. Do what you want to do.
He's like, take me down. Do it. I'm not giving you the takedown, but you're gonna take me down.
I mean, you could definitely tell. I don't know what they weighed in at kind of before they were sparring, but Lex is I mean, look at that dude's fucking legs. Like
They're
he's
huge.
stout. Yeah.
What's crazy is their arms almost look similar in size, just Lex's legs. You can tell he's been shoving people around with those things for years.
Yeah, that dude is not skipping squats. He is he's fucking built in. He's a lot stronger than I would have guessed seeing him in his suit all the time.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Oh, there it
Seeing
is.
how he effortlessly got a single leg on him was
Yeah, if
crazy.
he really wanted to bring Zuck down just now, like that could have fucking hurt.
If he was trying at all, Zuck would have been dead about an hour ago. Jiu-jitsu is such an art. Like the higher level people just like they have a sixth sense for fighting now.
This is fucking absurd. Okay, okay. Look how
Like
tired he is already. You can kind of see him like okay, okay. That wasn't
what I
bad.
like is the look on what's his name again?
Whom?
Not Zuck.
Oh, Lex.
Yeah, the look on his face.
You
It's
can
like
tell
he's
he's
half
real
into
like
it.
tranquil.
Yeah, he's not. You can tell how he's giving him work. That's the best way to word it. He's just letting him try new stuff.
So is okay. I gotta ask because you clearly have, you know, a bit more respect for the art of jujitsu.
Yeah.
Where are you
Matter of
rating?
fact,
I mean, where like as a weight belt, right? Looking at Zuck right now. If you were just gonna throw this guy into a random like contest against someone who didn't know what they were doing, how is he performing? Like, is he
Zuck.
winning hands down? Yeah.
So I don't know if you know this, but he has medaled before.
He's what
He's medaled at a tournament. He's won a gold and a silver medal.
for jujitsu?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I didn't know. I knew that he was he's really big into like windsurfing and shit like that. I didn't know he'd won contests.
Yeah, he won a jiu-jitsu tournament, and in the same tournament he placed second in another category. I know they usually do gi and no gi. Maybe he did better in no gi and placed silver in gi. That's a
Is
guess though. I can't tell you what exactly happened.
so okay, that's another thing too. I was curious on because I'm noticing obviously these guys are all rash guarded up and shit like that, which I
Yeah.
assume is you know to allow for like range of movement and shit like that. Is this like standard practice in a jujitsu tournament? Because you were mentioning the gi, which I imagine like that makes it way fucking rougher, way sweatier. You know, it adds grip
Well,
points.
as a class, they do gi and no gi days, and as tournaments, they do gi and no gi tournaments because it's almost two different. It's almost two different sports. If you're doing gi jujitsu, you can use the gi to your advantage, and if you're doing no gi jujitsu, obviously you're working with limbs.
That's what I was wondering. I didn't
So
know if you were allowed to like. So if you're doing a gi fight, can you like fuck around and like, you know, like pull their shit around?
you can take, but there's actually a jujitsu move where you get your hands right here with, like, well, you can't see my hands, but for people who can, you get your hands inside the collar crossed, and you pull the shirt into like or you pull the gi top and do an X around their neck, and it's a choke.
Okay,
You can use the gi to choke somebody.
that honestly, that is a different level. That does feel a little bit more practical. God damn. Okay, okay.
See, for me, what how I look at jujitsu, no gi jujitsu is real fight shit.
Yeah.
Gi jujitsu is tournament shit. That's how I look at it. There's someone who that's gonna piss off, but that's how I look at it.
Is it well? Because I mean, I can see here. I don't know. I mean, okay, so I'll explain why I have a hesitation about jujitsu and why I probably don't take it as seriously as like a lot of other people, you know, I guess in the fighting community do. But it seems like the entire basis of the fight style is based on being able to bring your opponent to the ground. And I guess what I'm curious on is, let's take Lex, right? Like a black belt, someone who's
Yeah,
clearly like in great physical fucking shape. He's robust. He's got the muscle. He's got, everything he needs to be able to leverage in a fight.
and he's
How
still in practice.
how is that guy performing against like a Sugar Sean, like a gazelle distance boxer, someone that's really not gonna like let you get up close and personal with him?
Well, so that I mean, if they're in the same weight class as Sean O'Malley and they're trying to break distance, it doesn't matter what fucking it doesn't matter what they know. It really does not. Sean O'Malley is a different breed. But if you take any other high level striker versus
Yeah,
a high level wrestling style fighter, not just jujitsu, a wrestling style like judo, wrestling, any Greco stuff, all the
like big
different all
grapples,
the
basically.
yeah, all the grapplers. If you want an example of what great grappling can do versus a striker, Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor.
That shit. Drop that
It's
link. Drop that link. Let's get it
that
pulled up. Or who'd you
I
say?
mean, Khabib versus Conor. They just dropped it with no commentary as well.
Okay, so this is the full fight. Let's just pop in here.
Just
Hold on, we'll 2x this shit.
so at the Tide,
Oh, hang on. I guess we do want to watch this in regular speed, huh? I forgot Connor is like.
Sonnen was a big one.
Hang on.
I don't know how well it sold,
So this is the most
but
replayed.
Jones and Sonnen was big.
Wait, when did the UFC federate? Was that like mid 90s type shit?
Uh,
Let's see, hold on.
I don't know when UFC one was.
Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, we're talking about PlayStation. That's not what the fuck I meant. No, bro. UFC fight. UFC what 93. Holy shit.
Damn,
Okay. Damn, I
I
can't
do
believe it's older
know.
than both of us.
I do know one thing about UFC in the early stages is they named all their events. Like it was like UFC 2 Redemption or some shit like that every time.
Yeah, I bet that was piggybacking a lot off of like the WWE kind of popularity at the time.
Yeah, maybe, but it was just funny to see
The
I was looking back at
dramatics.
it one day. Yeah, they had all these cool names.
I mean, I guess at this point the fighter name is like the cool name.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is, I guess, now that I have a little bit of context of where we're at in UFC, what's the fight is tonight? Who do we have?
Tonight is a UFC fight night, and the headliner is a female fight. I can't remember their names, but I know one of them. Man, she has a off eye. That's how I can say that. It's
She
all
has an
off
off
to the
eye.
side. It's off to the side. It's looking at something else.
Honestly though,
I was
like,
trying not to be rude. Yeah, see,
okay, yeah, it's wandering wandering the abyss there. Okay. So what do we have? Let's look at the fight card. Let's look at the fight card.
I do know there's some interesting fights on that card. I just can't. Oh, the the guy with the two last names almost. It's like Wu Lee or something like that.
Oh, hang
Lee
on.
Wu. He might be
The-
in the undercard, but he's got like a funny last name.
We've got Jong Yong Lee. Is he in the prelims, do you know?
Nah, yeah, he might be in the prelims, but I am kind of interested in how that fight plays out.
Trey Ogden. We have, hang on. Muhammad Usman, Thomas Peterson.
Muhammad
Oh,
Usman is Kamaru Usman's little brother, and he is a savage, just like his big brother.
are we thinking,
Ruthless,
what the fuck? Why is the money on Thomas Peterson? Unless
dude.
I'm dumb.
I think plus odds mean like you gain more in bets.
Oh, okay.
I could be
So
wrong. I
we're
could be
putting
wrong
money
though.
on Thomas losing. Because I mean, no, that does make sense. Because I'm looking at Thomas right now, and this is no Thomas could obviously beat my ass. I'm not gonna
Go
pretend
go look
otherwise.
at Muhammad Usman.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I can tell from the fucking thumbnail that this guy's a monster. Okay, what do we got?
You want that across from you?
No, no, I don't want any of these guys across from me to tell you the truth, but especially not him. Um, so we have 5 first round finishes out of what? How many fights does he have total?
I can't.
Let's see.
I think he's like 10 and something.
11. Yeah, so he's 11 and 3. It's 14 deep.
Sentiment.
Okay, and then what do we have? How the fuck? Okay, okay.
How who fuck?
Okay, so Muhammad definitely, and we'll do a little side by side here. Why not? Here, drag you here. All right, so here's what we got. Here's what we got. Okay, so we have Thomas actually. I mean, except for wins by submission, has the technical edge just from the numbers, right?
Yeah.
The train, the motor. Hmm. Okay, what are we looking at? What are we looking at? So
Muhammad the Motor Usman is crazy. I didn't know that was his nickname. I didn't know he was called the Motor.
that does make sense, and maybe it's only because we're calling this guy the train. You know, you kind of have
No,
to
that's
have.
like no, the nicknames there aren't for the fight.
Mm.
Like what? That's what they're called.
So is
So
your money's pretty well on Muhammad here?
I would say he's winning. Yeah, yeah.
Mm. I want to be contrarian.
I'm calling that now. He is winning.
I want to put some money on Thomas, but I just don't really feel like. Let me watch him fight. Let's see. What do we know about this guy? Nope.
What the hell was that first thing?
It's something about porn, probably.
Nice.
Gilbert Urbina, maybe. Let's see. Okay. So this is the actual prediction. Hold on. Richard Foster. Do you know Richard Foster? Is he someone?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, fuck it.
Fighters
All
touchdown.
right, all
Fuck
right.
it.
This is the co-main event here
Oh,
at
this is
LFA number 150.
the LFA fight.
Do not blink.
LFA.
Yeah, that's the
Two
company they
finishers.
fought.
And the fans are definitely cheering on Thomas.
This
And I
is
guess they're sponsored by Fight
Victory.
Pass.
He just might get that call up to the UFC.
this seems like the dad division.
Richard Foster
This
was trying
Sponsored
to
by
be on
Bud
the
Light.
right there. He wanted to move, stay away from the left hand of Thomas
I'm
Peterson.
watching that.
As soon as these guys clinch up, Thomas Peterson was looking for that takedown.
This is
He
slow.
knows that Richard Foster,
Yeah, you can
he's deadly off of his
see
back.
like
His jiu-jitsu black
the
belt, very
lower
long
the weight
legs
class,
to
the
height
faster
to
the
reach.
movement.
But he's comfortable being
When you
moved.
get
He
up
feels like
there,
if I get
the only
there,
fast
I'm gonna
person in the
stay out
high
of
weight
danger and
class
I can end the fight with the takedown.
were the
So he's
two
looking for
actually,
the
Alex
takedown
Pereira and John
nonetheless.
Jones, the champions in the highest weight class. They're fast as fuck compared to the rest of the division.
Peterson
Hold on, let's see
told us
kind of what
his
these
game
look like
plan was
side by
pressure
side here.
forward. Interesting. He said, I don't want to reach
Can we do
because
like
of his
a?
height.
All right, hang on. I don't know if
I
this is
would
a good
put
way of grading odds, but I feel like this is how we're gonna know. Okay, what do we got?
Jesus, he's scary.
Yeah, he just has like it's immediate, dude, on his face. Like he's fucking ready. He's not playing games. All right. See, we got round 1 over here. What are we seeing? What are we seeing? God, no, dude, this is not even. This isn't funny. Why? Is this gonna be a murder?
I'm really not sure how this is gonna pan out. If they stay on the feet, I don't see it going well for the other guy.
Thomas isn't doing bad on the ground. Like he does seem to have like some grapple, you know?
Yeah, he seems in control right now. but they clumsily got there.
Yeah, you could tell this was not like he's definitely not high on the stamina tree. You know what I'm saying?
And that's one thing. If Muhammad proves to be anything like Kamaru, his stamina is going to be one of his strong suits.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, given there's about a 90-second gap between where these two fights are at right now, but fucking dude, Muhammad doesn't even look winded. Like he's still in the zone.
He's waiting. He's not even. He hasn't even started to let go of his energy yet. He's placing his shots carefully.
He's very calculated. So this is
Yeah,
2021. When did this one happen? This is 10 months ago, dude. So we're talking like Muhammad from 3 fucking years ago
yeah.
versus, Thomas Peterson within a year.
Well,
Um,
I would look up when LFA 150 was because they just
oh,
because it got uploaded
2023.
10 months ago.
So it's like January. So it's been a little over a year. Year and a
Yeah.
half.
So
Dude, this isn't even
yeah.
close.
This is his vacation. On leave as an active duty sergeant in the Army. I like the way he rolls. Sale's doing a good job.
I do feel like it is going to be interesting for the same reason that
Oh my God.
oh yeah, there we
Oh
go.
my
There's some
God.
punches. There's some fucking punches from Peterson.
Those low kicks will do that for you.
He's so fucking tired right now.
Ugh. Did you hear that left hook from
Yeah.
Usman?
That was a fucking
Dr. Kenny Florian in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
That would have
holy
put anybody, like any normal person, to sleep.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh my god.
Hook to the body there from Brandon Sales. I love that lead kick.
Is it Brandon Sales? I don't know if that's how his name's pronounced. I wanted to get it right.
I'm not sure.
I mean, either way, Brandon, he definitely like he seems like he can absorb a lot of force without it like really fucking with him. Like he can take a punch for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah, he's been cracked a few times. Like that hook,
Yep.
Here it is again.
the noise it made.
I'm going to call it a stump kick because that's what Jeremy Horn calls it. When I hit
How does
him
this
with
one
it.
sound over here? Maybe it's looking bad because we're not hearing the.
These punches just put him to sleep. You can see.
Oh
I mean,
god.
It's too much power for somebody to take, even for a 6'7" black belt on the bottom. Peterson's able to get another finish.
All right, I think I've seen enough to make my analysis. All right.
What do you got?
This is an uneducated, completely, I don't know shit about shit, but here's what I think. All right, so I think you're right. I think Muhammad's gonna win. Like it's probably not even gonna go like the full. What is it? 3 rounds?
Yep.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna go the full 3. Probably be finished in like I'm gonna say in the second round, more than likely by knockout. And the reason I'm saying that is because Muhammad has the reach, he has the fucking stamina, and he has the impact force. Now Thomas is a bit of a thickie here, right? So he can take some
Yeah.
punches in my thought process. He definitely has the kind of face that like it's gonna take a few head hits to knock him out. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah.
not gonna be light work. But yeah, probably like let's say 2 rounds in, halfway through the second, I think Thomas is going down by KO. However, there's one world where I can see Thomas winning, and that's if Muhammad loses footing for even a second. Because if Thomas gets up on top, I can't really tell what's the weight difference between these two.
They should weigh in close to the same weight.
Let me see.
They're
I think
like
there's a
that's the
difference.
goal.
Yeah, there's a difference in distribution. I mean, you could tell Muhammad definitely most of his weight's going to be up in the shoulder area, where this guy's got kind of more towards center mass. If this center
Say it, man.
look, man, he's chubby, but he can fight, so who cares, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway, he gets this center mass. If he can get on top and sort of like you know how like we were watching Lex kind of lean back towards his chest being on the ground
Yeah.
and his feet in the air. If Muhammad tries to pull some jujitsu shit, I think it's done. I think if the train just starts fucking like unloading on his skull, it might get dirty. But
So
that's the only way I see Thomas winning.
so this is just based off what I just saw, right?
Yeah.
I think Thomas tries to bull rush Muhammad in the first, does it sloppily, and Muhammad sets the pace from there. He might knock him out in the first.
You're
If
thinking
he doesn't
first?
knock him out in the first, if he doesn't knock him out in the first, it's because the train got on top and some jujitsu shit, and then like so you got him down. He's on top and he's holding position.
Mm-hmm.
Muhammad's staying high guard, moving, and not getting knocked out. And Muhammad stays on the bottom for the first round. Then when they break it, get into their corners,
Mm-hmm.
whatever adjustment Muhammad's coaches tell him, and if Kamaru's in Muhammad's corner, it's over. I'm sorry. If Muhammad has his brother Kamaru Usman in his corner, he wins in the first.
It's pretty much hands down at that point.
Yeah. So with the Diaz brothers, I can't speak on the Usman brothers for like in this scenario, but Nate said recently, if he said fights without my brother in the corner are less scary because if Nick's in my corner, I better kill the other guy.
Damn. So it's almost like this like familial like pressure that comes with it.
Yeah,
I could
yeah,
see
because the
that. I
brother's
could
like
see that.
fucking eat this dude.
Yeah,
But
it's
so
one thing. All right, I'm gonna get controversial. I don't care. Let's get canceled on our
okay,
first episode. Um, it's one thing. Like, listen, if I'm Muhammad, right, and I'm looking at Thomas right now, there is no world in which I'm gonna let this cracker win this fight. It's just not happening. You know what I'm saying?
no,
Like, this
no
is a
fucking
pride
chance.
thing. This is a pride thing. But
And
furthermore, I am not losing to this cracker in front of my brother. That is
yeah,
especially not happening, dude. Like,
well,
go ahead.
like so, let's say uh like there's a pressure already for Muhammad
Yeah,
because his brother is his brother's going to go down as one of the greatest in the division of all time. So there's a lot of pressure for Muhammad. Like you got to be good no matter what. Even if his brother's not in this corner, he still better be good on a stage like this.
yeah.
So I can see him either choking under pressure or he's gonna shine just like his brother did under pressure. It's just gonna form him.
I think I don't know. I've only seen him fight for a total of like 90 seconds now. Um, hmm. Let me extrapolate based on no information. All right. I don't think he's going to fold under pressure. I just don't. I didn't see that in his eyes when he walked out. Whatever in this
Yeah,
versus Brandon Sayales. Because here's the thing. I think if you're a professional fighter, whatever choking you're going to do is going to happen in the first like 5 fights of your career. You know what I'm saying? It's going to happen either in the first one when you get humbled for the first time in your life. After just basically killing it in every spar you've ever done to get you to
yeah.
that stage. God, look at that. Look at that dude. He's focused.
The look in his eye alone just
Yeah, he's not to
I
be
don't think
played
he
with.
cares if there's a million people or nobody there. He's ready to hurt somebody. That's
Yeah,
what
he
he's in
he's
it for,
fighting
to
to
hurt.
fight, bro. He's fighting to fight. This guy, again, I don't want
I don't
this to
want to
be a
count him
Thomas
out, but
hate podcast. I don't hate Thomas, but man, I don't see it in him. Like even in just like the selfie here, I don't see it in him. He looks tired. He looks like he's thinking about like a like Texas Roadhouse.
that man's thinking burgers.
Bro, and me too. I get the same look in my eyes. But yeah, so
There's
that's
a
where my money
video.
is.
There's a video of Khabib when he was cutting weight and like, too extremely, by the way, but he was cutting a lot of weight. And they asked him, "What are you looking forward to for after the fight?" And he said, "Big burgers."
Pig barkers. I am so excited. Dude, look at this. Hold on. I had to stop and go back to a replay. I'm
Very,
scared. I'm literally
very
terrified.
similar style to his brother. Very like the way they present themselves is similar, except this guy just looks more like a gangster than his brother does.
He's kind of like he's had like some challenges in life. Yeah.
Like if you look at Kamaru, you see like a guy who cares about being clean and you know being neat. You look at
Takes care of
Muhammad, he looks
himself.
like he's
Yeah.
from the streets.
Yeah, this dude does not he's not worried about lotion. It's not really bothering him. uh
Oh man,
oh,
that
hold
was a
on.
good one.
Hold on.
Oh, why that got me?
Skinny boy with one punch KO power. That is the best way to introduce Sean O'Malley that I've ever seen in my life.
The best, I'm gonna say the best fight of Sean O'Malley's career, as far as like if you're a fan just watching for a fight, it was him versus Chris Matino, or I think his name's Chris. It was him versus Matino.
Hold on.
That fight was dumb.
Versus Chris. Oh, it's with a K. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
Hey, I'm just surprised I got that first name right, especially with it spelled with a K.
Latino. I wonder what the country of origin there is.
And there he is, the budding superstar and bantamweight hopeful.
Do you have a? Is this like a highlight?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because that fight's fucking long, dude. Hey,
What do we got? What do we got?
John Styles show dribbles on him.
Holy
I would be
shit.
so pissed.
I do like that Chris is rocking some green hair here. I think that's very respectful of Sean O'Malley's style.
I don't even know if that was like a thing he did on purpose. Like I think Chris
That's just
Matino
him.
might have been doing it at the same time. So it was just a good fight to have.
Dude, the craziest thing about watching Sean O'Malley fight to me is just like, this dude is just a machine of physics, right? Like, it's not even about like his muscle mass. It's not about like, his fucking cardio. It's like, this dude is literally a fucking leverage machine. It's his accuracy. Boom!
Did you see him playing basketball?
Yeah.
He's a menace.
What the fuck?
thing
His
about
roundhouse
Sean O'Malley-
kicks. I'm in love with those.
The thing about Sean O'Malley that I don't think I've really put too much attention on until now, he switches stance and still lands shots.
Dude, it's his kicks. Like his I don't know what the actual term for those are when you're doing the roundhouse from the back like that, but it's like he's using that to switch stance. So he's delivering like this super powerful long strike and then immediately like throwing his opponent off.
Yeah, and then if you watch him, he'll throw a strike, and then right after, no matter what it is, I've seen him punch. Kick.
Yep.
He just
Look at that.
right there for no
Yep.
reason. Just switch stance to create distance.
Damn.
His distance management is insane, and he lands his jab at like the perfect time. His jab is insane.
He's
I will say
accurate,
that.
dude. Like that guy does not fucking miss.
That's the thing that I'm excited about for his next fight is
Boom!
got knocked out by a grappler, or got knocked down by a grappler in striking.
Oh my
Someone who's
god.
sloppy. This is a sniper. This is a sharpshooter. He knows exactly how to place his shot.
Holy
He's
shit.
He's so much taller than everyone in that division. It's almost unfair.
What's his what's he
5'11".
Okay.
5'11", 135 pounds.
What the fuck, dog?
He's my height.
My
He's
weight.
60 pounds lighter than me.
Yeah.
That's
What the
crazy
fuck?
talk.
What did he just say? Did he say sorry about that? He's like, I that one hurt, man. My bad.
He talks a lot of shit too in his fight. That's one of his. Like people talk about Kevin Holland talking in his fight. People need to talk about Sean O'Malley. This is points too. He'll hit somebody and be like, haha.
Jesus Christ, man.
The way he places his strikes.
When is his next fight? When do we get to see Sugar Sean deliver again?
Unfortunately, we don't have a date, just the opponent, but a lot of speculation says he fights September 14th at the Sphere,
Oh my God.
which is supposed to be the biggest. Like Dana White himself is calling it the biggest sporting event in history. Not the biggest UFC, biggest MMA event, the biggest sporting event in history.
Dude.
And I would love to see Sean O'Malley on that card.
God, man. It's
Sean
gonna...
O'Malley's,
Oh,
Sean
go ahead.
O'Malley's fighting Merab Dvalishvili next, and he's gonna do that guy dirty.
It's gonna be
He's damn near
heartbreaking
Tiger House.
the day he gets taken off the throne, man.
It's a scary feeling that, like, we'll know, I think. There'll be some kind of sign because, like, with this next fight, the guy he's about to fight got beat up in the standing up department by a grappler. He won the fight, but as far as standing up, a grappler was hitting. He has no chance then against Sean. Sean's the best striker in the division. Reason he's the champion. Bantamweight champion. He's got a bantamweight walking that's going to compete.
Jesus Christ.
It's someone that's up and coming still that I don't know anything about that's going to take Sean O'Malley's belt. There's nobody in the top 10 that I can see beating him.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, just, again, like, anytime I've seen one of his fights or one of the highlights or whatever, it's just, like, it doesn't even look like a fair competition. Just his ability to dish out and dish out and dish out and, like, never get hit is fucking ridiculous.
The thing that scared me the most was his championship fight, the first round. Aljamain Sterling was handling him, just
Jesus.
doing him dirty. And then the second round, he wins by knockout. And one of the like people out in the audience are like, "Hey, Sean, all the judges said that Aljamain Sterling won the first round. How does that make you feel?" He said, "Who won the second?"
You know, it makes me feel like I won the fight. That's how it makes me feel. Jesus.
He's like, "Who has the champion now?"
God
Fucking
damn.
rob this guy of the champion after he beat me up.
Oh shit. All right, so let's see. We are at about 52 minutes runtime. Did you want to dig in to any music stuff this week, or do you got a rap quick?
No, what?
Oh, hang on. I lost you for a second.
Huh?
Start talking again. What'd you say?
I said you said something about talking about the best and worst song of the week, and I'm
Yes.
interested in that.
Okay. Because this has been on my mind all fucking week. So the first thing I want to ask actually is, have you listened all the way to the Death of Slim Shady yet? Like top to bottom?
Not top to bottom.
Okay. I got I had sent a video to you for, if anybody who is not us is listening to this. I sent a video of kind of like my initial reaction to the first 5 songs of the album. And look,
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I've not actually listened to an Eminem album since, I want to say, Recovery. I think it was the last one I actually like really paid attention to. But I'll say a couple things. All right, I will get into the good of it first.
Okay.
I'm very happy to have like lyrical hip hop in the spotlight again. Again, I feel like the credit kind of starts with Kendrick. I think that the death of Slim Shady would not have gone into the front view of everybody if hip hop had not taken center stage because of that beef. But I mean, again, it's good. It's
Wow.
well written. But I do think, and I'll diss on it here in a second. But I liked it. It's definitely the best Eminem I've heard in years. Where are you
Well,
at with it?
All right. So me personally, I'm about to sound like the biggest hater in the world
Hate
on
it.
the album. He is lyrically gifted.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. One of the best lyricists there ever was. And he used to have flow. Now he just kind of talks and
That's
says
true.
smart stuff.
It is a little
And
bit, and I
I
kind of noticed this in Rap God too, where
noticed what?
he's just like where it's like you're saying, like he's just kind of like he's not flowing as much as he is rhyming as impressively as he can.
Yeah, that's actually what I was about to say. I don't like when he does that. Like when he said, this is probably verbatim. He said, I'm a nerd to the core, so I'm a core nerd until I'm cornered, and then I'm a coroner." And
It
there's a video of people in Baltimore trying to say the sentence "Aaron earned and iron earned," and with that accent, they go "earn earned and earn." That's what that just sounded like to me.
yeah.
Or like that doesn't. That's not rapping me.
And this was like an issue I think before recovery, right? Where he kind of was just really heavy into the accents to be able to make shit rhyme.
Well, and I like some of his bars, but the way he delivers them, he's just like that line specifically that I said isn't an example of his delivery lately, but it is an example of he's just rhyming.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, that's
He
a
didn't have a
good
good flow when he said it. He's just started talking.
I think you're right. I hadn't even really thought about the flow as much because there's a good amount just from like the production standpoint and the beats and everything where it like
Yeah,
it really I think covers up a lot of like where the lyrical flow is really weak just because you have such a hard ass beat to kind of like vibe out to. But
yeah, and he is like it because you're thinking too when you listen to him. Like when
yeah.
he's saying stuff, you're like, "What is that? Like, what does that mean?"
Yeah.
So when you're constantly thinking, you're not listening for how the music is. And like as an album, it was okay, but as a display of his lyricism was great. He's fucking awesome. I just can't like I can listen once and be like, damn, how'd he put that sentence together?
And then
But
that's
then the next time I
basically
listen to it, I'm like, oh, why does it sound like that?
yeah.
But
That's a
and
thought I got too, is like I'm not sure if it's gonna stay in my playlist very long.
I will say that song he put out to tease it,
Which one was it?
Abracadabra.
I didn't listen to it. At least until I got to the album.
I'm pretty sure it's called Abracadabra, but that when he was going abracadabra, I know it's stolen from the original song, but at least he was flowing.
So yeah.
At least he had some kind of rhythm. I like rhythms a lot more when you're saying something than I do when you're just saying it. Like I have that problem with I can't think of his name right now. JID. I don't listen to him as much because he just kind of talks and says smart stuff.
Kind of like I'm trying to think of the first time I ran into I guess a rapper that did that would be like Tech Nine, I think. It was actually Tech Nine did have some crazy fucking flow sometimes though. But yeah, I mean
Te-
there were a lot of portions where it was just like, what the fuck is he saying right now? And you have to like sit there
Tech
and
Nine
Google
does
it.
this. Tech Nine does this weird thing with his fast raps though, where he makes it bounce. He's like,
Yes.
and you're
Did
just like, holy shit, what are you saying?
did you hear his verse in he featured in a fucking Falling in Reverse track.
Yeah, yeah, actually,
Well,
and it was him and
Alex
someone else
Terrible.
too.
Alex
Yeah,
Terrible.
that
Yeah.
was fucking crazy, dude. That song is nuts.
I
It like hits me in the Wesley feels, and
yeah.
like because Wesley put me on to Alex Terrible, so like I feel like I'm back hanging out with Wesley, and then Tech Nine comes on, I'm like, oh shit, I'm smoking,
Yeah, this is literally 2011. Like everything that I was vibing out to at that time.
just jumbled.
It's fucking crazy. No, and actually I didn't even write it down in the notes or anything, but I had a thought a little bit earlier this week. I haven't taken the time to actually sit down and do any reviews or candid reactions yet, but full fucking props to Ronnie Radke and Falling in Reverse for making it fucking impossible to hate them. It's I remember like kind of dead in the middle of like that whole, emo metalcore scene when all these bands were kind of like present in my life. How much shit Ronnie Radke kind of got as an individual, for his like throwing mic stands at people and shit like that. But
Yeah.
dude, this guy has stuck around longer than anyone else out of that whole fucking genre. And what I will like, this has been so fucking true of every release I've ever heard from them, where it doesn't matter how long they've been making music, they are always pushing the envelope. Like every single fucking time I hear a new Falling in Reverse song, it's like, Jesus Christ, this is next level.
I found so I think Roddy Radke's a genius, and I'm going to tell you why he's a genius. Prior to this song coming out, right, this big one
Yeah.
that blew up,
Ronald?
he blew up. He blew up himself because he re-listened to his old music, did a reaction. He reacted to his own music, right, and made fun of it.
That's
And it's what's the I know the flow of the song at the time. He goes.
oh
He made fun of the way he says reverberates.
reverberate.
Yeah.
Oh god, I know the song. I know the fucking song. It's I'm Not a Vampire, right? The feel immortal stock and still reverberate. Everywhere I go, I
Yeah.
drag his coffin just in case.
Yeah, I know the song. I can't sing the lyrics word for word, but I know how the flow's gonna go. But the reverberates part, I know now because he did exactly what you did. Reverberate. And then like I found a video later. So I saw that video one day and I was like, what the fuck? He's still around? And then
Yeah,
I found a video like way later and it's him doing that reaction and then him re-singing that song live and he's doing that live
that's
on purpose.
hilarious. That is fucking hilarious.
And then a couple months after that, this big ass song drops. So he kind
Like,
of like planted the seed.
that is smart. I think damn. No, because I think one thing that's a mark of like a good artist is being able to go back and listen to your earlier work and still like appreciate it, but to be able to like take it and be like, damn, I can't believe I thought to do that on the track back then.
He word for word said, "Why the fuck do y'all like this?
He's like, bro, you should not have let me get away with that.
Why the fuck do y'all like this?"
No, that's he
Great.
again, I got to give him his full props. Ronald Radke, you are a legitimate artist and you deserve all of the good things coming your way right now. I also want to go over so this was just kind of fucking lost, at least on me during the whole Drake and Kendrick beef. But I guess Kanye spoke up at some point, and he did like a remix of the Like That diss. Did you get the chance to ever hear that?
No,
Do you want to?
I think I saw. Yeah, we could run it. I think I did see that it happened,
Yeah,
but I don't think I ever listened to it. I
I
may have listened to it, but
I never listened to. I saw it happened, and listen, I'm gonna be real. I love Kanye. I love Kanye's music. He's probably the first hip hop artist where I was like, oh shit,
you're
this
about to
shit's on
shit on him.
repeat. But he's fucking insane. He is fucking insane, right? So there's always this reaction I have whenever I see any headline containing Kanye West, right? My thought is like, oh fuck, what? What, dude? Like, what came out of your brain? So I just ignored it. I literally just tuned it out. I was like, it's probably just him, being goofy. I was thinking it was gonna be like another scoop-de whoop-de poop moment, you know?
Hey, actually, hold on. That song is the most genius song in the world ever, and I'm gonna let you know why. Right
Do
before
it.
that song,
Make your statement.
before that before that song came out, he sent that song to Drake and was like, "Hey man, hop on this. Can you send it back by this date or something like that?" And Drake was like, "Yeah." And before Drake could even record his verse, Kanye dropped it, and where Drake was supposed to be, Kanye was saying, "Poop de scoop, poopity scoop de whoop." You just trolling the dude. You dropped
How,
a song to troll a guy.
how long have I feel like the Kanye and Drake beef is even longer standing than like the fucking Dot and Drake shit.
Yeah, yeah, no, it is. I don't know what happened to start it, but I know the ultimate. Man, I hate speaking on it, but Drake bodied Kanye in that beef, but
Did
it's
he?
okay because he got bodied by Kendrick. He dropped that song, uh, that she's in love with who I am. Back in
Oh,
high school,
oh, yeah,
it,
the Travis Scott feature.
yeah, what that whole thing where he described getting to Kim Kardashian's house.
I didn't know that's what that was about. I gotta be honest,
Yeah, and
I'm a longtime
Kanye
Drake
did.
hater. Like I not
Oh, I fucking
hater.
hate him.
I guess I like Drake with the melodies. I do. I have to admit that.
I Yeah,
I do. I mean, like
Kendrick kind of does.
he gets stuck in my head, but
When
I've always kind of had this opinion where it's like I don't consider him high art in any way. Like it's just
well,
it's empty calories.
I've I can call multiple people as witnesses. I've said he's the most overrated motherfucker for the longest. I have not liked him for the longest. And then when this Kendrick and him beef started, I was like, yes, yes,
Yeah, let's go. No, I knew, dude. I knew
it's
immediately.
over.
And I will admit, like I I guess before the whole beef, like I always liked Kendrick, you know, Damn when it first came out was like heavy in my rotation. But I was kind of late to the party with him, so I didn't really get the chance when they came out to listen to like Mad City or to Pimp a Butterfly or anything like that. And even without those two albums like in my brain in context, as soon as I saw that there was beef, I was so fucking excited because I just knew. I was like, this guy is not going to touch Dot. Like it's not even going to come close. Like Kendrick fans and Kendrick Lamar in general, dude, have such like the amount of credibility he has in hip hop is probably like it might be GOAT status. It might actually be GOAT status.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things that are being pushed about his music video, the Not Like Us music video,
Yeah.
where people are like, "Oh, this is like a subtle diss." Like when he was doing push-ups,
Mhm. Mhm.
apparently I didn't fucking rewatch it and count, but apparently he only does 17 and it shows him start to do an 18th push-up, but it's a play on
Oh.
how Drake likes him under 18.
But I mean, that's the thing with Kendrick, dude. Like,
He's too smart.
he is too smart. But unlike, like we were talking about with, Shady a second ago, it's Kendrick is an intellectual artist. But I think what he does a lot better than like, like the fucking, like the more corny guys. I'm gonna say it. I think J. Cole's corny. But like what he does better than like the J. Cole's, than the fucking Lil Dickies, than the fucking, like other conscious rappers, is he does put the music first.
Yeah,
Like
you made my eyebrow twitch saying something about J. Cole like that though. That was crucial.
listen. I respect his one good album,
What? Yo.
Forest Hills Drive. I do respect it. But as soon as he did that fucking track where he was complaining about ghostwriters, um, I kind of, and like, look, I share the opinion. I think ghostwriting in hip hop is like the lamest shit ever. But I also think that if you're gonna call it out, you got to call it out with heat. You can't give me a track that's like 7 minutes of just lyricism. you got to put music in there. You have to have like some kind of bump, some
But
kind of catchiness.
we're talking about one song here.
This is true.
If you want to give me one song to combat that song, I'm just gonna say Middle Child.
Middle Child is good. Middle Child is good.
I'd even say KOD.
I'm tired of
Like
KOD. I'm tired of KOD. Only
yeah, it's old
because
now, but
yeah,
and overplayed. But like it's still good. You can't.
it is, and I have to put that in context. Um, I think if
It's
if I look at KOD like at the time it came out and what the landscape musically looked like, it is a great fucking song. But I think
and
200 plays later, I just get mad when it comes on.
you can't blame the song for being overplayed.
That's
Like
true. That is true.
you
It's
can't
not
say, man,
Cole's fault.
that song sucks. It got played so much. Like what? What?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
that's
goal
not
of the
his fault.
song.
No, and you're right, and you're right. Like I do think one area where like it's pretty undeniable how good it is one of the reasons I hate it is how easily it gets stuck in my head. Like it'll come on and I'll just be like KOD hot as shit. And that's a mark of a
Yeah,
good song.
and then it's there all day after you've heard it once.
Yeah,
You
I just fucked up the rest of my
it's
day
so
doing that.
I'm happy.
But anyway, this was not to
You
open a
made me happy.
dialogue. Sorry, J. Cole, I called you corny. I'll give you 50% corn. But that's all that is I do want to take into context his what was it? His 7-minute drill? Something like that. What was his diss song that
Yeah,
he deleted?
might delete later.
Yeah. I am definitely looking at him a little funny after that. But
Yeah,
uh,
that he shouldn't have did that one.
it does take balls to apologize. I will give him that. It's funny. Uh
It took balls to post a song. He just took them back when he said, "I'm sorry."
I think maybe he should have stood on it a little longer, but I mean,
I
as an individual, I don't know how long I would be comfortable sitting in Kendrick's crosshairs. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd probably be sitting there sweating the next morning like I need to get rid of this. I can't. I can't fucking handle what's about to happen.
If he would have just not dropped it, he would have came out of this a lot better.
That would have been the smart play. But it is kind of I mean, I don't know what it's like being an artist where someone disses you and then you have this sort of pressure to respond. I don't know how heavy that is.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you want if you're gonna respond, you want to respond quick and good.
Yeah. Get in, get
But
out, get over it.
if you feel you're above the person, you don't drop at all. And he's saying that him, Drake, and Kendrick are all in the top three. They should not all. They shouldn't have started this at all. But they shouldn't have pissed Kendrick off, and Kendrick wouldn't have really went off like he did.
I don't I
Because he's
think
hated Drake for a while. Since he showed up in the music scene, he was dissing Drake.
yeah. I know that this goes way back. To me though, what I will say, and this is like one area where I'm gonna knock Dot. That I don't know if that was called for. He was like literally paying homage. He's like, "Hey man, like I think you're the greatest of all time." And Kay was like, "Hey, shut your fucking ass mouth."
No, 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 no. He said, "Hey, man, I think me, you, and your worst enemy are all tied at number one." And Kendrick said, "No, I'm number one." That's what. That's what the fuck happened.
Fair,
He wasn't
fair.
just like, "Hey, you're number one," and then Kendrick was like, "Yeah, I'm fucking number one." He was like, "Hey, we're all number one," and Kendrick was like, "No, there's only room for
I'm
me
not here
here."
for this buddy shit. Yeah. Fair
Yeah,
enough. Fair enough. I just think it was so fucking funny because it's like out of anything I would expect to set a motherfucker off, it's that I would not have
it
guessed
wasn't
it would have been
funny.
that. You know, way left field for me.
If J. Cole would have made a song and said, "Me and Kendrick are number one," J. Cole would not have got dissed for that.
That's
He
true.
included Drake in the top three, or in the top three number ones, whatever that was about. And Kendrick was like, don't do that to me. I'm so much better than him, and I'm better than you now that you brought it up." He fucking shit on him. That
All
was
right.
crazy. Like that is probably the actual best diss until we got the last one, but
I like
man, like that was crazy.
God, I could spend an hour talking about that whole fucking anyway, I do okay. Let's get this Kanye remix in. I actually heard it just before we hopped on, so this is going to be more about you. I want to get your take on it.
Okay.
And we'll do a breakdown. So let me get the volume and all set.
You know we had to get the hooligans up here. We're gonna take this pussy nigga out.
Audio good?
Yo, Dot, I got you.
Yeah.
Can't stop, won't stop. I just fucked your bitch in a Sean John tank top. You treat a bad bitch like she average. I treat a bad bitch like a fat bitch, and they never let me get money again. On my Cat Williams when they get funny again. Yeah, you see they tried to count me out. I like that. We just hit a #1. We right back. 500 down on the bottom, 500 up at the top. Titanium.
All right, I do think that's where are you at so far?
He came in aggressive. I like this.
Dude, I was not
So
fucking
far,
expecting
I really
it.
like this.
Yeah, it's like I don't know why I slept on it as long as I did, but as soon as I heard him come in, I was like, "Oh, this is good, Kanye."
That was crazy. His flow is insane.
All right, we'll keep going.
Call that smile on the rock. I done had everything that you're able to get. I invented drill too. I ain't gonna lie, it was chopped. Hey, another one, volume 1. Then it's 2 and 3. Vultures on repeat. Still feel like Pablo, drug dealer sheep. Pluto sent the drones, it hit like Metro Beats. It's a rap.
The pew pew.
Niggas, where's Lucien? Serve your master, nigga. You caught a little bag for your masters, didn't you? Lifetime deal, I feel bad for niggas. Y'all so out of sight, out of mind. I can't even think of a Drake line. Play J. Cole, get the pussy dry. Play this shit back 130 times.
Whoa.
I will say that kind of spurred the topic of me calling J. Cole corny. That was such an unbelievable line, bro.
It's crazy how he went from that fast kind of flow to slowing it down toward the end, and his flow kind of dried out, but he was still delivering. That was crazy.
Dude.
It dried out, but it didn't get dry. That was wild.
Kicking those, kicking in those, is you like that? Young throw and lows, is you like that? All 24, you won't go, is you like that? On the bottom, really like that. Stepping in balances, if you like that. Pop another bottle, if you like that.
DJ Farris.
No AP, she got Pettit and Felipe. Taking out to the moon, got Chanel on my feet. Banged it out like a goon, and she got me playing for keeps. G6 and strong.
I gotta ask, because you'll probably know, and I couldn't tell at first. This is a complete new verse, isn't it, from Future?
Yeah, this is new.
Okay, I didn't know, because like I remember at the end of like that, the original version, he does have kind of a verse that fades out, and I didn't know if this was picking up from that. But in
I
my
didn't
head,
think about that.
But in my head, that means at some point, Future or Metro, it had to have been one of them, right? Sent the full masters to Ye, which means this was like a blessed part of the beef. Like this is sanctioned.
Yeah. I didn't even think about it like that.
I can barely talk when I got in my body. You don't have to say nothing, get money, your habit. Made it out the struggle, my hustle, I got it. Came out the mud, ain't no dirt on my product. Young, dealer selling, is you like that? Kicking those, kicking
that was a whole new
those, is you like that? Young throw.
It might actually
That's
be
crazy.
It might actually be my favorite verse from the like that we've gotten out of Future so far.
Is you like that? All 24, you won't go, is you like that? On the bottom, really like that. If you like that. Stepping in balances if you like that. If you like that. Pop another bottle if you like that. If you like that.
DJ Sparrows. From around the way.
I will say one thing.
Oh, hang on. What's that?
The sample that they used in the original song and in this one got dragged far from its original source.
I don't even know where the original sample came from.
So, all right. Obviously, this song has some kind of remix version of the beat from Like That. So he technically sampled Like That to make this beat.
Mm-hmm.
Like That used the sample from an Eazy-E song. Eazy-E had someone remix the VeggieTales.
This is from the fucking VeggieTales?
So in the VeggieTales, it was like, he once was a something from around the way, but it was something else. And then Eazy-E
He
had
was
them
once
say,
a thug from around the world.
yeah, Eazy-E had that in his song, and then they dropped Like That, which had the same sample.
Jesus. So this
But
is a remix of a remix of a remix.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. The sample got dragged from VeggieTales to a beef with Kendrick Lamar and Drake.
I think honestly, this makes it come full circle though, with like the choir and shit. It feels like VeggieTales is talking to God again.
Hold on, I'm gonna see what the original was, because I know Eazy-E sampled VeggieTales.
Hold on, I can run the beat out too while you're doing that.
Hey, yo, hold up. Stop it, Power 92 exclusive. Slow down, Yeezy, you kill it all. Yes, sir. Shout out John Monopoly, Hustle Management, DJ Ferris.
I don't know if that's actually part of the song or not, by the way. I didn't know if it just like got a one-time play on the radio somewhere and someone recorded it.
Yeah. That was, yeah. Why was that the end of the song?
I don't know, but dude, like God, I have so many thoughts on that right now, and I don't know, like maybe I'll feel different after I've had some time to sit on it. But just from like a song perspective, dude, that I think if this was anyone else but Dot and Drake, like this would have been a game-changing moment in the beef.
Yeah. I don't know why this didn't get like any publicity damn near.
I wonder if it's just Kanye burnout, you know? Like
Yeah, everyone's like tired of him.
it's just, you know, he is always doing some ridiculous shit and he is always kind of making a big scene. So eventually you do kind of reach a point of like is, you know, is it worth the reaction? But I honestly, man, this is some of trying to think of the last time I heard like Kanye at this level.
Yeah, no, he's a whole different person on that song. He's an entirely different person.
What was the
I don't know
last
where he's
drop
been
we got
hiding
from him?
that.
Trying to remember. I know he was on like that Future album before We Don't Trust You, but what was the last Ye album, man? Fuck. Let's see. We'll bring this over here. Why not? Oh, I think my computer's literally getting tired. So what do we have? It kind of sucks because, again, like he's really like my top dude. But, oh, there's Vultures. Donda was the last one I listened to all the way through.
Oh, damn.
Damn. You heard Vultures yet? Was it any good?
I did not listen to it.
Jeez. I never would have guessed that. I never would have guessed that there would have been a time in hip hop history where Kanye could both drop an album and a direct Drake diss, and absolutely fucking nobody heard it. That is
I don't know,
crazy.
man. I don't know how he dropped the best shit in a long time like that. Oh, okay. I was wrong. That's why I couldn't find it. It was Gumby.
Gumby?
Yeah. He was once a little green slab of clay,
Oh, fuck.
but you should see what Gumby can do today.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
where that came from.
Did you know, God, for the first time too, you know the first part of Euphoria with the backwards shit?
Yeah.
Did you know that was fucking Richard Pryor?
No.
That was a Richard Pryor sample. And you know, how I found that out was I was fucking watching a React video. It was like this metalhead, and I'll make sure to like link him in the comics. He's got some cool stuff. I think more people should check him out. But he was doing a React video, like his first time listening to Kendrick Lamar, because obviously the beef made it everywhere. So he's like, "Hey, let's do this, right?" And
Yeah.
again, like punk scene, not the dude that you would guess would be knowledgeable in hip hop at all, but he fucking heard the line, he paused it immediately, and he was like, "Bro, that's Richard Pryor." And I looked
What?
it up. He was right, dude. That's what's so fucking crazy about this is like I don't know, man. Like I think that sort of catch would have only been gotten by him. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know
Yeah.
how many hip hop fans that I know of who would have heard a backwards Richard Pryor quote and recognized it.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
But yeah, I mean,
I do know that the way he yells after that is a popular sample too. That because it plays that. Oh no no no! Yeah, it's the same thing. It's because it's backwards.
mhm.
He's saying, "Oh my god!" I can hear him yelling, but I can't make out the words. I saw a video where someone rewound it to see what it
Oh,
was.
it's everything they say about me is true.
Everything they said about me's true.
Yeah, that's dude, I would not have ever caught that. And I like Richard Pryor. Like Richard Pryor was I mean is, one of the biggest fucking stand-up names of all time. Like I think he's one of the reasons why we even get people like Joe Rogan and all these sort of like stand-up legends of our era. That to me is such good fucking homage, and I can't believe that almost nobody caught that except for one fucking random metalhead in like Nebraska or wherever the
Fucking,
hell.
I don't know how you catch something like that in reverse. That's crazy.
You know what I
I
think?
watched
I
it in reverse and was like, wait a minute, I know that voice.
I have a theory. I have a theory why he was the only person that could have caught that. Do you
What?
you remember like back in the day? This was before we were born, right? But there was
Well,
like,
I can't remember it because I wasn't born,
well,
Sean.
try harder, dude. Like I need you to think. uh, no, but okay. So like in my mom's day, right? When the big
Okay.
metal guys were like fucking Ozzy and those goats. There was like this
Okay.
whole thing about like satanic music being played backwards. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Where people would like try hard to find hidden messages by playing stuff backwards, and some people would actually just put them to
Yeah,
fuck with those people.
yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. That's the only reason he was able to recognize that is I imagine he was around and in the metal scene when all those bands were doing that shit. So it's just such a like crazy stroke of
Hmm.
fate.
Yeah. Maybe. I can't. I have no idea how still just to hear something backwards and be like, I know that voice. That's easy. Like that's fucking Richard Pryor.
Oh, and I do owe you one last review before we wrap here on 11th Dimension by Ski Mask the Slump God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, actually, before I give you my take on it, you told me when you sent it to me that this is like a perfect representation of what hip hop should be.
Yeah.
Give me your analysis. How did you land at that conclusion? Like what speaks about it? What's your big, I guess, take on it?
Punchlines, a lot of punchlines. Like he's having fun with it. And he's not forcing anything, and he had like a great flow.
Mm,
Great flow. So he
100%.
had the energy, lyricism, and delivery. And he legitimately didn't sound like he was trying to be a rapper. He sounded like he was just having fun and rapping, which is
Yeah.
something I feel like a lot of people sound like they're trying hard, and he wasn't. He was just chilling.
All right, are you ready for my take?
Yeah.
I actually love the fucking song. I was trying to like build it up to where I was like gonna shit on it, but no, it's really fucking
Yeah.
good. It's really
I
fucking
was
good.
sitting here like, fuck, what am I about this fucking song, man?
No, and to be fair, I've only heard it I think 3 times now. I listened to it the first time when you sent me. I was at work and I was kind of playing it in the background, seeing how the vibe spoke to me. It passed the vibe check. The second time, I do the bump test, which is when I'm in fucking 5 p.m. traffic. If I put the song on and I'm in a good mood and it feels right and I break the law, it passes.
Hell yeah.
And I did hit I think 90 when it was on, so
Oh
we
shit.
it passed the bump test. And then
Are
this
you into Speed
morning,
Racer?
hey man, look, they gave me a turbo. I don't know why the fuck any SUV needed a turbo, but you can't give it and not have it, you know.
Yeah.
And then I listened again this morning. It just like it's a great vibe. I did not catch all the lyrics. I'm not a very lyrical dude. I think that might be like where I'm missing some of the punchlines and shit like that. But what I heard was it was actually really creative. I do have kind of a pet peeve with like sometimes in hip hop, and you know I don't want to call anyone out because I know this is gonna open its own shit show. I get
Okay.
really irritated when I'm listening to a rapper that does not give any fuck about the lyrics at all. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I didn't get that catch from Ski Mask. It did
It,
feel like you were saying it was just natural writing. Like it was he wasn't trying too hard, but he also wasn't just phoning it in. Like the lyrics were structurally sound.
yeah. And I can't think of any like examples of punchlines off the top of my head because man was spitting, first of all.
I did like the fried rice
But
one. I thought that was funny, and I thought that was very topical after listening to the switch into Bussy song.
it's just diabolical.
Dude, I cannot fucking believe. So does this guy have like real street cred, by the way?
Dude, honestly,
What
I
is
have
his name?
no idea.
I'm trying to
Uh
remember.
Eric Reprid.
Yeah, why is he just putting his first and last name out there? That's kind of
Man, at the risk of getting us canceled, I highly doubt that's his name
I don't think that's a cancelable offense.
because like Reprid?
Oh, okay. Now shut up now.
What?
I just realized where you were going with that.
Oh, okay.
He was like, that is not an Asian sounding name.
It's not.
You're right. You're right. It probably is. Hold on.
Not a bit.
Anyways,
Now I want to
okay.
know what his real name is. I'm about to look that up while you
No, I think I so how many does he have like a whole album left or out
Yeah.
yet? Okay, so he's got his first album. I know a couple people know about him. Whenever I was telling folks at work that I'd heard it for the first time, I could tell I was like behind on it. So that's a good sign for him.
Yeah, on the internet, he is known for unfortunate bars.
He's kind of made it his brand.
Yeah, like he just says some shit. Like he has other songs that follow the kind of trend of him saying some wild shit right in the middle of it. Like
Just throwing it out there. Like,
on the radar, Ginger, and his song that he's about to drop, G6, is gonna offend fucking everybody.
when is the drop on that?
I don't know. I don't know if he's actually put a day out into the public, but
I doubt it. He's
I
too drunk.
I
He
know.
hasn't thought about it.
Dude, man, smoking a blunt and eating ramen noodles throughout that whole video. That is hilarious.
Yeah. Dude, did you see the fucking bottles he had on him? That shit. God, dude, I used to worked at a wedding venue like in Houston years and years ago, and anytime we would have like a big event for like a Korean family, bro, that shit gave me flashbacks. Like the Henny was out, bro. There's nobody
That's
on
wild.
earth that fucks with the Henny like a Korean wedding.
So I will say this. I looked it up. He is not putting his first and last name out there. I was right.
Okay.
So I say what you want. I was right.
No, you're right. You're right. I thought it was but then that just means it's a terrible rap name. That means he thought of it and still came up with something like mid.
What I find funny, because I read it and I was like, there's no way he meant to
Yeah.
write this. But then if you read it backwards, this might just be a coincidence, but it's Derper backwards.
You know what? I don't know what the fuck a derper is. I gotta be honest.
Well, derp is an attempt of like a offensive mocking noise of a person with Down syndrome.
You know what? I did know what dirt meant. As it
And,
turns out, I really was overthinking it. I gotta
Mhm.
stop giving this dude brain.
Pause. What?
Maybe we'll be friends now.
What did you say?
I said what I said.
That was crazy. Clip that.
I hope he has a flourishing career. But I think those are all the big thoughts I had for music this week. I'm sure I'm missing something, but I saw the new releases on the Apple Music charts, and honestly, the only one I paid attention to was Slim Shady, and then the shit that you had sent me. Do you have any big standouts? Anything that was really incredible or really sucked from the music industry this week?
I can't answer on this week, but a song I did hear recently. Wait, hold on. What song did I tell you to look up?
Dude, you sent me you sent me a couple.
11th Dimension.
Yeah.
I thought I told you to listen to Earwax.
Oh, you did. I fucked up.
Earwax is the song I'm saying stands out, and yeah, Earwax. But I don't know if that's new or not. 11th Dimension is the album it's on,
You know what?
but I think that may also be a song.
Well, in that case, I actually have to listen to the song that you recommended to me.
Well,
all right. Well, Braxis has decided I think we need to wrap.
All right, man.
But I appreciate you sitting down with me on a Saturday.
Yeah,
shit, dude. What do we got to do as far as like edit from here? What do you want to make like a schedule for? What are you thinking? Like Friday uploads or?
Yeah.
Bet. All right.
So with the Friday upload, I talked about the fights that are happening tomorrow night. So with my predictions, I can either be wrong or right by the time it uploads. That's gonna be perfect.
You know, honestly, what I can do, and I'll clip this part out as I'm doing the edit. I can just throw this motherfucker into DaVinci, like the video editor, and just kind of do the full run. Just pull out like the setup clips and shit like that. And then throughout the week I can kind of clip it down and post it. But so that way we can at least have the fight predictions and everything up kind of before the fight.
Yeah, I'm not even worried about it, honestly. It's perfect for it to be realistic. Like, it took us a while to edit it. It's real shit. Uh, but with the predictions, like, it'll be perfect to by the time I rewatch it, I'm and imagine Muhammad Usman gets his ass kicked, and I'm talking about how he's gonna annihilate the other guy.
That's
And people are like,
I
"Oh,
really
is
do.
he gonna annihilate him?"
I kind of hope Thomas wins. I want to be stupid here. Like, I would love for this fucking dude to just come out and absolutely kill the game.
I really like. I want Usman to do good because lineage right there. But
I think he's gonna win.
next week's next week's fight card, I'm gonna have a lot more energy and passion about because there's a lot more names on it that I know who the hell they are, and I can give you actual full on predictions on how they're gonna do it.
And then no, that's good too. I like the fight section. I think that was um when I was like really like, oh shit, what's happening here? Um fuck. I had a different thought. I don't remember what it was now. Oh well. But oh yeah, I was gonna say formatting and section. So we did what was it? It was like intro. We did the fight section. We got into best and worst songs of the week. Are there any other like? Because I wrote down this area, but it just we already had enough to cover. Were there any other sections you wanted to have like in the next episodes and shit?
I'm trying to think now. Hmm. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Music and fighting. That's a pretty good base.
And I do feel like no one else is really covering that niche.
Yeah,
'Cause
not both at the same time.
yeah, exactly. It's usually like one way or the other. Either it's like a fight prediction podcast, or it's like a, music one. So I do like the split. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good cadence. What is the runtime now? An hour 42. Shit.
Yeah, but the past 10 minutes
We'll
we're
probably have about, if I had to guess, probably like 80 to 90 minutes runtime.
yeah. Yeah.
All right, bet. Well, I will get this up and post it. I guess we should figure out an outro real quick. If you have made it this far into the first podcast of, what are we doing? Saltine Hour?
Saltine hour.
Saltine Hour, where two salty crackers break down fighting and music. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate you taking a chance on some random dudes. And we'll be back next week to figure out how correct or incorrect we were about old fucking UFC 150. Let's go!
Let's go.
All right. Catch you later, bro. Be good.
Later.